All right, greetings, you all. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. I'm trying to get it get it together as best as I can. We're here live. We're here live at Fulton County, out in front of the courthouse. There has just there's been breaking news. Two of the additional co-defendants have taken plea deals on today, just on this afternoon. We waited. We waited all day before there was. We waited all day before there was a decision go back into go back into the court to make a determination as to just what was going to transpire on today. Okay, that's better. All right, that's better. Okay. Just what was going to transpire. Let me give you some of the facts and details of what actually happened in the case, in the YSL case on today. All right, as many of you that can like and share the live, let let your folks know that I'm on, that we are here right in front of the courthouse giving up to hand information as to just what has transpired. Okay, today, uh, another defendant in the YSL case, in the RICO trial, has pled guilty. All right, negotiations continued in the YSL RICO case against rapper Young Thug and alleged associates, as another defendant pled guilty on today. Okay, Radius Ryan, Radius Ryan accepted a plea deal on today. He was charged with one count of violating the state RICO Act, another count of another count of uh, uh, robbery, as well as murder. The testimony came, actually, his testimony came last week, and he has decided to plea. Uh, just kind of incredible. Then we have had a second gentleman, Mr. Huey, that also decided to plea, and he pled guilty. Very difficult with him having never seen his daughter. That was stated in court. Okay, let me get this uh, together for you in a little bit more detail. Negotiations continued in the YSL RICO case against rapper Young Thug. He's and his alleged associates. Another defendant pled guilty on today, which is Wednesday. Um, uh, Ron Darius Ryan accepted a deal on today. He was charged with one count of violating the state RICO Act. Another one of he's one of the original 28 co-defendants. Quantarius Nichols, we know he pled guilty on yesterday. Uh, and so was taken into custody. So now we have out of the six remaining that had not taken out of the six co-defendants, we are now down to three, and Jeffrey Williams um, uh, has said that he will not uh, will not take a plea, uh, will not plea bargain. So it's very interesting. As I have been saying, that the Judge Page Reese Whitaker should have declared mistrial, so none of these brothers would have had to go to prison. But that did not and has not, unfortunately, happened. It seems like the state, as well as the judges, working together to get as many convictions prior to declaring a mistrial. But we're here, just court adjourned at about 45 minutes ago, and we was here. They were in negotiations all day long, all day, from about 9 o'clock up until we didn't go into the courtroom until about 3:45, and then we finally went into the courtroom. But serious negotiations were going on that entire time, and the best possible scenarios and deals that could be made. Today, one of the young men that was Mr. Ryan, who is only 20 years old, was facing and already in jail for murder and was facing a life sentence. Now he will have this or can be up for parole. And this case, or the 9 years, I'm sorry, the 7 years that he has received will run concurrently so that he can be up for parole slash probation. Mr. Huey, he got a deal where he is going to be going away for 9 years, and he a number of the charges against him was dropped from the murder charge, the robbery charge, and some of the other charges. They were dismissed, and he pled guilty to the RICO. I don't know. I really feel overwhelmed. It's a lot. Um, it's a it's a great deal that is transpired and that's going on. Quite difficult to sit. It's quite difficult to sit in the courtroom and see these black men uh, sign their lives away, and immediately, without question, taken into custody by the deputy sheriffs and hauled away. It's as a as a brother myself, it is difficult to watch. It is very difficult to watch and to hear, or to see uh, brothers in the position, um, to see brothers in the position of having folks take um, and make decisions about their lives. Uh, is it's a challenge for me. Um, uh, I'm not siding with criminals. I'm not siding with criminals because we live in America and everyone is innocent until proven guilty. These men were not proven guilty. These men decided that for whatever for whatever reasons it was uh, in their best interest not to continue with the trial or to go for or to continue to go forward. Perhaps it might have been money that made them make the decision to take a plea bargain because they possibly could not continue to afford to pay for defense. So don't tell me anything about siding with criminals. And let me say this, because we have someone on that's being rather harsh. Um, we don't know what the circumstances these guys were born to. And so, as a result of racism and socioeconomic disfranchisement, you have them that have made decisions that may not have been the best decisions, but it was the best decision that they could have made for themselves and their lives at that time. The case is the YSL Young Thug case that is going on in Fulton County Superior Court. I thought that you knew that. So we don't know. I was able and fortunate enough to been born the son of a bishop, but everybody does not have that opportunity. Some of the guys were shared their life story. One of them, father, was killed when he was 3 years old. His mother struggled to rear him in the projects and on the south side of Atlanta as best as she could. He resulted uh, to selling drugs and getting caught up in the street life because he had limited and no other options. So sometimes some of you all that are sitting and you're making these asinine comments, you need to look and walk and think about the other person's life and walking in their shoes. I don't know what kind of person I would be if I was born into some other circumstances. So don't judge. Don't say, "Oh, they some of these guys I've gotten a chance to see them, interact with them, and they were doing the best they could with the cards they was dealt." And you don't know if you're gonna be a prostitute. You don't know if you're gonna be if Trump get back in office. You don't know what you might be wound up being and doing to be able to live and survive. So don't say and make those type of comments about me defending criminals. No, I'm defending and standing in support of black men. Now, one thing that I will say is that we cannot afford to get caught in the criminal justice system, because when we get caught in the criminal justice system, we have some white, 9 times out of 10, some white man or some white woman that'll sit across from us in a room and make determinations that's going to affect the rest of our lives, and they don't know us, don't know anything about us, have never met us outside of that trial and that courtroom. So the best thing that we have to do is make sure and try to provide the best possible situation for our children so they will not wind up falling victim to the criminal justice system, because it's not designed for us to do well. Okay, it says, do we know how Harris? I don't know who Harris is. I don't know who you're talking about or who you're referring to. So anyway, we were here live. That's the Fulton County Superior Courthouse right there behind me. We were there. We were here in courtroom 1C. Uh, Judge Judge Page Reese Whitaker is now presiding over this case. It has been a very difficult case. We have had attorneys that have been arrested. We have had attorneys that have attempted to bring drugs into the courtroom. We have had the prosecution make a number of major mistakes, and we were hoping and expecting that it would have been a mistrial declared. However, it seems, however, However, it seems that the judge and the prosecution want to get as many convictions before she declares a mistrial. I think it's a travesty of justice. I think it's a travesty to to uh, bargain and play. The whole idea of a plea bargain, somebody bargaining, and you're sitting across from a table and you're making a deal about your life. You're making a deal with someone about, whether or not you're going to spend X number of years in prison and possibly get caught up into something worse, because that's one of the things that she kept telling them, is that make sure that they don't get into any more trouble, or make sure that that they do the best that they can. Well, if you're in a criminal and a prison and that kind of environment, how are you going to tell me make sure you keep your nose clean, and I've got to be locked up in a cage for the next 7, 9, 10 years? That quite naturally there's going to be a fight. Quite naturally, there's going to be some level of conflict arise while I'm in custody. And depending upon the reaction of that, may add more or additional time. So we have to be compassionate. Those of you that can and will, I would like it very much if you would share a a um, a donation. We are out here doing and bringing African American independent media. We're telling you firsthand things that are going on that mainstream media is not going to report, and they're not going to tell you. Someone says, "Don't blame the environment, just behave." Um, you you don't know what it's like. I don't know what it's like when you're hungry and your mama and daddy don't have any money to get food. Y'all make a lot of asinine statements that is not realistic. It's not realistic for you to say those things. Just behave. When you're hungry and you don't have any money, you may steal. You may steal so that you can get something to eat. You don't know what you don't know what you would do depending upon the circumstances. So I think that you sound ridiculous. I think that you sound absolutely ridiculous, and you sound as if um, as if you are on some pedestal and not capable of something happening. So I think you sound ridiculous. You have some people out here making it the best that they can, the best that they possibly can. When I was teaching school, I had one gentleman that was a student that his mama was strung out on drugs, and it was five of them, and he was the oldest of the five, and he would go home and try to do his homework and try to provide food and dinner for his four younger siblings, and he was doing the best he could. Some days I was just glad that he showed up to class, whether he had his assignments or not. It was just a blessing that he had the wherewithal to get up, get dressed, and get to school. Zelle is my email address. Zelle is my email address. Yeah, Zelle is my email address at Gmail. Yeah, I can't believe that you all would make those kind of comments. That's my Zelle. You can use my email address to reach me via Zelle. Is there anyone else? Is there anyone else that'll make a donation? Is for the parking is expensive. Getting lunch down here and downtown is expensive. Well, I'm not saying that uh, that they should take something. I'm not saying that they should take something, but when you all are not being realistic. You all are not being realistic. When you watching TV and you see these rappers and you see these entertainers and you see these people with these amazing lives, and then you say, "Oh, you know, go to the food bank." Some men are going to be ashamed and embarrassed to go to a food bank. You all are talking and sounding extremely judgmental, and like you cannot relate to somebody that is not in your. Why you not rich? Why are you not rich? Why are you getting up, going to somebody else's job and working every day? Why didn't your mama or daddy leave you some millions of dollars? Amber Lewis. All right, you all. Who else? Is there anyone else that will send a cash app, a Zelle, uh, anyone that will show their level of support. Like I said, we are out here live. We're giving you the information just as it happened. Two additional uh, men that are co-defendants in the YSL RICO case have decided to uh, uh, plea, make plea bargains, and one agreed to 7 years in prison. The other agreed to 9 years. I'm not going to keep arguing with you and the person or the woman that is extremely judgmental. I'm not going to keep arguing with you. Have you made a donation yet? That let me ask you that. Have you made a contribution to Obnoxious Media? So asking for everyone, especially the people that want to, um, especially thank you for the badges. Thank you for the badges on Instagram. But people that are making these disparaging comments, are you contributing? Are you contributing to us being here and being able to um, uh, bring coverage uh, on this case to you all? Okay. Um, so I just think it's interesting. I think it's interesting that we have a number of people that have different, and it's it's okay that you may have some folks that have a different perspective from you. But while you have a different perspective, do not be uh, do not be so harsh. All right, all right, G baby. Okay, I don't see who asked for my Zelle. Okay, B Sting. I don't see anything in my email from you. So why did you ask for my Zelle if you're not gonna send anything? I don't play games. I don't like game playing. I'm gonna wait for you to answer. B Sting. Who asked for my Who asked for my Zelle? Yeah, B Sting, you asked for my Zelle and you didn't send anything. It's my email address. All right. Okay. So that's the facts. That's the what transpired. That's it. What transpired today within the YSL uh, case. All right. Greetings, Maurice. How are you? T. William Tucker. Did you send Cash App or did you send Zelle? I'm refreshing. I don't see anything. I just refreshed. I don't see it. All right, to I'm gonna get off here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure that you like and share. It's enjoy me being free because I'll be going to full uh, very soon. I'll be going to full subscription where you have to be a subscriber to the blog, to my Patreon, and to my pages. I'm going to be going full subscription. So up until then, enjoy being able to get my commentary um, free of charge. A number of you, William Tucker, I don't see anything. Um, uh, B Sting, I don't see anything. I'm not sure why would you ask for my Zelle if you was not going to send. I don't like my time wasted, and I don't have anybody to. Uh, yes, I'm gonna definitely go to full subscription. I'm definitely going to full subscription, and well, you can go everywhere else. You'll be able to go everywhere else, but you won't be able to. You won't be able to pimp and use me. No. Nope. I'm not with that. I'm not with the games. Okay, someone requested to join. I'm not sure if they're there. That's fine that you follow me on Facebook. Facebook has a subscription, a full subscription option as well, and I'll certainly be taking it. Yep. Or you don't have to follow me on Facebook. You can follow some of the other bloggers since you have a problem uh, with me asking for contributions. That's a problem with black folks now. We don't support other African Americans. We tear each other down, but we don't support. All right, you all. I'm gonna get off here. Do you go to church? What is I can't make out what your name is. The woman with all of the ideas. Do you go to church? Because your pastor solicits every service. Okay. So don't tell me nothing about making a request. And especially whoever this is down here to say that they Kojic. Because if you Kojic, they probably taking up 2 and 3 offerings. No, this is not church. This is journalism, African American media, and you can support it. Now, if you don't want to support, I can block you because you're getting to the point where you're irritating and you're becoming asinine now. So no, this is not church, and I'm not trying to be church. Okay, this is influencing. This is media, and you can support Black or African American. Okay, thank you is my choice. I'm very glad to get rid of you. You haven't given a dime. Amen. See, it's not an argument. It's not an argument. Either you can, either you will, or you won't. But you're not what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna throw a whole bunch of insults. Okay, Takia Tucker. Takia Tucker, thank you very much. I did get your contribution. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, you all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I appreciate you. I'm out.